Hello and welcome back to another video of Forgotten Op 2. This time I will do another behind the scenes thing and I will show you what I am working on right now, or rather what my next map will be if everything goes to plan. I already showed this on Discord, but not many people watched that stream because it was kind of an ad hoc kind of thing. So anyway, this is what I'm working on right now. It's called Medjez el Bab, and it's actually an Africa map, which we didn't have in a while. And it has some unique features that I want to show off, and also some new static objects that are being worked on. First of all, as you can probably see from the spawn menu, this is a mixed French and British map. To be more exact, you're half French, and the other side are British paratroopers, so you get the later weapons like the later Bren, the Sten gun, and the late number 4 rifle. So it's pretty unique in that regard. Gameplay-wise, it's a fairly small map. The French have a Sumur tank, but other than that it's infantry only, so it's basically a bit like Giarabub, or maybe Sfakia. It's probably like the closest map to this. And yeah, I will go into the historical background now for a bit. So, what is this map actually about? Well, it's about the moment the Vichy French changed sides from the Axis to the Allies after Operation Torch. They had been delaying the Germans for quite a while, by making promises basically, but now they were being pressured into picking a side, and they picked the Allies and got support, because the Germans obviously attacked them, by the Americans in form of artillery and by French paratroopers. By the way, this mosque is a placeholder. There will be a custom static for that. To commemorate this, we have some details here, historical ones. For example, these are old Axis propaganda posters that have been torn off and thrown into the dirt. For example, this one against the Free French of the Interior, and this one against the British, because they sank the French fleet in 1940. And these are now Allied ones that have been put on the walls instead. A message from the American president in French and over here in Arabic. These were, by the way, made by Captain Bouquet, who is also working on several new statics for this map, namely the mosque with a nice tower, as well as the church, which for now is using the Creed 1, but he already made one completely new static. We are on the other side of the river now, and this is the new bridge that he made. He actually also streamed that live on Discord. Pretty nice static. I think you will be able to cross this bridge quite easily as infantry due to the cover of these high walls. Quite perfect for gameplay. And down here you can also, take cover behind that. That kind of stuff is important for gameplay. And obviously the bridge, I don't even have to say that, but obviously it's historically accurate, so that's a nice bonus. And we finally have some new Africa statics as well for the custom mappers, I guess. So then we also have a bunch of new assets, namely, for example, the Sumur S-35 tank, which you know from the Pegasus Bridge map in the hands of the Germans. This is the official French North Africa skin for it, completely new, made by SAS Soldier. In reality, they had Renault D1 tanks. That's really kind of outdated and dinky kind of tank that we don't have a model of yet. Maybe we will make one in the future, but until then I think the the Sumur will be a nice placeholder. There are also some completely new hand weapons on here. For one thing, although we have introduced that officially already, the Sten gun with the skeleton stock, the older model, but on top of that, it turns out there were military policemen, French ones, in the area, mounted police if I remember correctly, and they might have used these Tommy guns, Thompson M1921, which differ from the 1928 version that you all know from the old Africa maps in two regards. For one thing, they don't have the cuts compensator at the front of the barrel, but also they fire like amazingly fast. I'm talking like PPSH 41 fast, but still using the strong Thompson round, so they basically kill everything you point at, you know. On the German side, as I said earlier, you play as paratroopers, which is also new for North Africa. And they will bring some weapons with them that so far have not been seen in that theater. For one thing, the later version of the K98K. You also get lots of sniper rifles, including the ZF-41, which has not been used on Africa maps so far. But they also will get access to one completely new weapon, which, as far as I know, has never been featured in any video game ever. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain about that, which is this one. This is the MG34/41. As you can see, this one is not actually finished. The animations are still bogged. It's basically a cut-down version of the MG34, like a shortened version. Radio Smash, our researcher, found it in some documents. It was used by this unit and generally by Fallschirmjäger and Jäger units. It is a shorter version, as I said, of the MG34. As you can see here, it looks a bit stockier or whatever. And what's special about this one, though, is it's kind of an intermediate version between the MG42 and the MG34. So it's an MG34, but it fires as fast as an MG42. Let me demonstrate. Yeah, deployed, it looks fine, by the way. So yeah, it fires at 1200 RPM. And we are thinking about, can't promise that, but we are thinking about coding it so that you can actually use it while standing up, like you would with a normal light machine gun, on account of it being handier and shorter than a full MG34. I think that could be kind of cool. We haven't decided that yet, though. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my new map that I'm working on. This time I won't do any kind of tutorials for this like I did with Operation Mars. Just a little update, because it was a bit quiet around FH2 recently, because we didn't have that many news updates, because our news guy doesn't have a lot of time right now. But just be assured, we are working on new content. We are working on the Belgians and the Norwegians, and I'm working on this French Africa map, the French, British, German Africa map. Okay, anyway, see you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.